Caledonian Kitchen presents to you premium quality haggis with Highlands beef. Inside every can you will find beef haggis, a slurry pudding made from cow heart, lungs, and liver, cooked to perfection within the cow's stomach. With a bevy of spices and seasonings, this Scottish dish is fair for your honest sonsy face great chieftain o' the pudding race.
How dare you feed me haggis without chutney?
It's your good buddy HottieScottie Pancake 603 here once again, and I knew I would get to haggis eventually. It was always in the back of my mind that this is one of the gross foods. I know it wasn't on my Big 10 list that I did a while back, but haggis is one of those foods that I instantly think of whenever I think of gross things that people put into their bodies. What the heck is haggis? All I knew was that it was gross, and I knew it had something to do with like the innards of some kind of animal for the longest time, but I didn't know exactly what it was until I did some research, and I found out that haggis is actually what is considered to be sheep's pluck, they call it, which is basically the heart, the liver, and the lungs of a sheep diced up, and they put all sorts of like weird ingredients in there, like weird spices, and they take the stomach of the sheep, or is it a cow's stomach? I don't know exactly, some kind of stomach, and they shove all this stuff like packing a turkey into the stomach, and they cook it inside a stomach like it's almost like a Jiffy Pop bag. And then you open it up, you eat it up as it, it's piping hot. You even eat the stomach lining too along with it. Apparently, obviously there wasn't a stomach in here, but I'm thinking it was probably included with the meat here and just minced up. But then again, they say a lot of haggis nowadays, they skip the whole stomach part and they just put it in like an artificial casing. And one of the things that really kind of baffles me, bamboozles me about this, is that it's considered largely to be a pudding. This is pudding. It's not meat. It looks like chopped meat to me. It looks like some kind of corned beef hash. No, this is considered a pudding. A beef pudding, go figure. But I don't know what is exactly going on with this Caledonian Kitchen premium quality haggis. This is going to probably be one of many haggises I'm going to eventually try for the show. I don't know exactly if that's the truth, but I feel like I need to take another stab at this after this one, because I'm reading the back of the can here, and it says USDA sirloin beef. I always thought that haggis was a sheep, but it says beef, and when you look at the ingredients, it says Highland beef, so I'm assuming that's from a cow, right? So this is probably haggis, like in the loosest sense of the word haggis that there is. But what more to say? It smells. I could smell it radiating throughout the Yucker Yum household here, but I'm going to take a closer whiff. I'll let you know what I think. It smells so good. There's something very corned beef hash-ish about it, or like when you make like corned beef and cabbage on St. Patty's Day, it just fills your home with all sorts of nice aromas, like very down-home cooking smell, even though it came from a can. A very, very alluring smell coming from this. And you'll see there's all sorts of these weird, like, I don't know if they're like little wedges of potato or some kind of organ or something like that. It's just freaking organs. I'll get to that in a second, but I gotta read the back of this can and see what maybe that could be. It says there's onion, water, carrots, celery, cabbage, onions, parsley, turnips, parsnips. These little nuggets in here could be any one of a bunch of different things. It could be any of that I just said, or it could be some strange organ. It could be the stomach lining that I was talking about before, chopped up into little tiny little kernels and plopped in there and mixed up. But you know what? Haggis, it smells delicious, but to be blunt, it's one of my big fears. I mentioned before with the tripe that was a phobia, because I'm like so like skeeved out by organs, any kind of like intestines or stomachs or kidneys or gallbladders, whatever the hell is, like if you're spilling out your organs, I'm scared to death. Eating the tripe was like walking up to, I don't know, like to some random roadkill, like somebody killed a possum in the street and its guts are spilled all over the place. If I were to go over there like 2 days later while the flies are buzzing around it and take like a random organ and just stick it up to my tongue, just, and then put it down. That's what trying the tripe was like. This is like step 2. This is like one grade higher than that. This is like, I don't know, it's like the end of Akira and I'm stuck in Tetsuo. Gallery, my body won't listen. Escape! Escape! That's what I feel like right now ingesting this. But enough psychobabble. You'll see, one of the things that really kind of skeeves me out about this is the consistency of it. It's very, very clumpy. Like when I was stirring it with a fork, it was all getting stuck to the fork, like it was clinging to it, like it's some kind of glue. But maybe that'll just be like a really unique texture that'll melt in my mouth as I eat it. But only one way to find out. I'm eating haggis for the first time, everybody! Haha! Damn. Damn, this is delicious. Who'd have thunk it? I'm convinced that this can't be real haggis. Heart, liver, and lungs in a stomach? Diced up for my enjoyment? This can't be. The back of the can said 100% USDA grade A beef. Which, maybe, you know what, maybe this is like romper room level, like beginner's haggis. You have to work your way up to the regular haggis. This is damn delicious. How do I describe what this tastes like? It's like corned beef hash without the corned part. You take the corned part out of beef hash, you're left with some kind of weird beef hash here that doesn't taste like corned beef, it tastes like ground beef, but it's got that hash consistency. Picture taking a hamburger, dicing it all up, putting all sorts of onions and parsnips and whatever the hell else was in those ingredients on top of that, and serving it like as a hash dessert, or like some kind of, I guess you call it a pudding, I don't know, but that's exactly what this is. It tastes a lot like, you know, your run-of-the-mill corned beef hash, only with a more hamburger-ish taste to it. Sorry, I really hope HD didn't catch that. I'm gonna spit that. Like, maybe I should start doing these movies in 3D. So if I were to give this a star rating, you know what? While this show is in a constant state of flux, because that's exactly how I keep things fresh here, I want to be the coolest that I can be, so what is the one constant about this show that I haven't changed until now? That's right, I'm changing this. It's the star rating. The star rating is so boring. Everybody does a star rating. What was I thinking when I put this show together? I mean, the star rating is just, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, everybody wants to see exactly, you know, in a form that they could see with their eyes, how I grade these items as I eat them. But star ratings, they've been around since I'm at a loss for words. They're around since the dawn of time, basically. So what do I do to freshen something like that up? You know what? I gotta jump on a fad that's really catchy. Something that never ever goes out of style. Harambe? Oh, I can do Harambe again! No, you know what? As much as people were really raving about my Harambe jokes, I can only deprave that poor monkey so much. Let's see, what is one thing that everybody loves and... I don't know, something that makes an appearance everywhere and is funny every time? David Hasselhoff! Why didn't I think of it sooner? Everybody loves David Hasselhoff. They ironically love him. I don't know why he's so funny. I don't find him funny personally, but every time he shows up, he gets a laugh. Everybody loves David Hasselhoff. He's like America's sweetheart. Get the hell out of here, Jennifer Aniston. David Hasselhoff's who we want. So I'm gonna put a Hoff rating, a Hoff scale of rating these foods from now on. So this food right here, Caledonian? I'm sorry, there is a letter in this that I cannot identify. I'm just gonna call it Caledonian Kitchen. Premium haggis gets a score of 4.5 Hoffs. I can't believe it. I feel like the grosser I get here on Yuck or Yum, the better these things taste. So keep them coming. Keep them coming, Divinity Crate. I'm gonna take your worst shot. Come on, I can take it. I'm made of tough stuff. Die-cast metal. Good buddy HottieScottie Pancake 603 saying until next time, where we once again ask the question, is it yuck, is it yum, or is it yuck or yum? I say go out and search this out. It's not bad stuff. Don't be scared about what it is because it's actually very tasty.
Get off the internet and go to the old magazine rack with a copy of the latest Wizard magazine. This thick monthly mag's got the scoop on everything science fiction. News on movies, comic books, video game tapes, and a whole lot of other nerdy bullshit. Personally, I don't give a rat's ass. But hell, son, just because I don't like it doesn't mean you can't find something worthwhile in Wizard magazine's pages. Why don't you get your little checkbook on out, spend a few ducats, and get yourself a damn subscription? You sorry son of a bitch. You dumb son of a bitch.